Okay, we can just talk about everything because there's just so much that we don't want to
Oh, I
spoiler or
know. I was
spoil.
starting to say that's, Millie was so desperate for a job and she was shocked that Nina hired her. And I'm like, well, that's why Nina hired her because she
Yeah.
knew that she was 100% desperate
Yeah.
and no one else would hire her. So she's like, perfect, because then she won't quit. Because remember, she like
Mhm.
ostracized her and was really mean to her on purpose.
Yeah.
But Millie's like, I can't go anywhere. I want this job.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, and something we didn't say in the spoiler-free section, like she also didn't have any family because her parents had written her off years ago. Like, so she didn't have any, literally had no one, had no siblings. Her parents weren't in contact with her. Like, she
And
basically had her parole officer.
Nina knew she didn't have any family as Millie
Yeah.
before hiring her. But yeah, Millie was so confused. Like,
Yeah.
why does she want me to work for her? Can't believe I
And
got
and
this
why is she
job.
and why is she so mean on top of it? The girl, oh my goodness, the young girl, the daughter, she was so creepy. Like the way that she's described, she's like a ghost.
I
She
forgot about
has,
her. I honestly
yeah.
forgot about her till now. What's her name?
Cecilia.
Okay. Was she playing
Yeah.
that part on purpose, or is that just how she is?
I
How
think that's
did
just how
Nina
she
get her
is.
to play along? Did
So
she
she
know about this plan the
didn't
whole time, or she didn't know?
know. So she talks about how like so Cecilia had to be so hyper vigilant because if Cecilia would step out of line, then she would get put in the attic. She just would know if Cecilia did something wrong, then somehow mom would disappear for a little bit. So she would have to be really good so that her mom didn't disappear. Like what
That's
was
all
the
she
guy's
knew
name?
about it.
Andrew. Yeah, that's all she knew. She didn't know anything about it. Like
So
she,
that's why she was perfect around the dad,
yeah,
which, by the way,
he
that
was
was her
actually listening to
stepdad.
her. Yes, that's true. He'd never adopted her. Thank goodness.
Oh, he never adopted her, but they got like Nina and Andrew got married when Cecilia was like one
Like
or
I think
something.
even less. Like she
Did
was
she
young.
really love him like as a dad?
Yeah, well, it seems like it. Like he in general was a good dad. And Nina said that he never hurt her, like because she would have done anything to leave if he was hurting her, but he wasn't. So
So she like took her time to try to be strategic
yeah.
to protect herself
Yeah,
and
because he would like put her in
essentially
mental
Cecily or whatever her
institutions.
name is. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh. Did you see the twist? Did you see it coming?
No, I did not. Like I totally thought it was Nina that was gonna lock her in
That was
the
crazy
yeah.
and
Hmm.
abusive.
Yeah. Like
That was a big twist. I don't know when I started suspecting it, but it took me a while to
I couldn't
catch on.
believe like probably the part that made me the most sick, honestly. I mean, there were a lot, but one of them was that he drugged her and drugged Cecilia and put her in the bath and then called the police. Like, yeah,
And
he
set that
didn't,
up to make it look like she was an unfit mother.
yeah, but like he didn't hurt Cecilia, but that could have gone really wrong and she could be dead. Like, but yeah, no
Mhm.
one believed her.
And he just did that to like make him seem like the normal guy and
Mhm.
Nina seem like the crazy one,
Yeah,
unstable,
yeah,
where she would just became more dependent on him.
yeah.
Oh man.
I know. There's so
Okay,
much.
but Cecilia towards Millie, right?
Yes. Yeah, she was a brat, which that's what the grandma said as well. But
Nina's mom.
yeah, or no, Andrew's mom, because Nina's parents are dead.
Oh, okay.
Was Nina's daughter's name? I could have that
And
wrong.
Andrew's. Okay, that's the weird thing. At first, Andrew's parents seemed normal.
Right.
But then really in the end, like Andrew's mom was abusive and crazy, right?
Yes. Because she admitted to like she said that her son only deserved teeth, like, or he didn't deserve teeth because it wasn't taking care of him, and she pulled out one of his baby teeth. So when you think about that, like she was probably doing that stuff to him.
And then so
Like
he just kind of
so he did that too
mhm.
because he basically so I think the mom I can't remember if the grandma had white hair or blonde hair. I feel like she had blonde hair, but she would also dress in all white. And he liked his wife to dress in all white. So he was basically he was punishing his mom, like kind of in a twisted way. But then his mom, he always wanted to like please her.
So
And
messed up.
I know. It's like, oh,
And I couldn't handle the scene at the end. Or was it halfway through the book? Because I know it switches to Nina's perspective, but that whenever Millie is like torturing Andrew, or whenever he's in the
Yes, that was
closet or
at
the
the
room.
end.
Is that the
'Cause-
very, very end? Does it switch
Yeah,
back to Millie's
it must
perspective?
switch back because I
Okay,
know
I was
the
gonna say
first
I thought
half.
that it was at the very end, but
Yeah, the first half ends with Millie in the attic and like locked in there, I feel like. And then it switches to Nina. And so I could be wrong about that, but it's like, yeah, it's I feel like yeah, that she got
and that
locked.
was halfway through that Millie was
I think
in the
so.
attic and then it switches to Nina.
Yeah.
I'm forgetting. How did Millie get out of
She
the room?
pulled her hair out. No, no, no. That was Nina. That was Nina that pulled out the hair. What was Millie's?
Did he open the door eventually for
He
Millie? And
did.
then did she like shove him in?
She okay, so Nina had left like some mace in the bucket for Millie because you find out in like part 2 that Nina essentially like hired her
Set
so
this
she
whole thing up.
yeah, and so that she would kill him because she knew that Millie was in jail for killing the guy who was like raping or trying to rape her friend.
Oh,
And
so she knew
oh,
that she was capable of
I
that.
forgot about that. There is a description. I mean, it's very short, but there was a guy in her past that was like on top of her friend. So I guess there is sexual assaults referenced,
Um,
but it was very, very brief. So yeah, she left the mace in the bucket. And so she asked him, oh, that's what it was. He had her put books on her belly and hold it for like 5 hours because she had left the books out on the table.
yeah, that was insane.
Yes. So
And that
she,
was her first time in in the room, the
yeah, it was
attic.
only one time that
Oh, it was just one time she got put in
yeah,
there.
I I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Because he came and sat next to her and she was like, how did you see that I would like that I was doing it? And he was like, oh, look at this. And he had the video of her on the phone. And so she could see that the security camera, like what it looked like. So she like sprayed him in the face, grabbed his phone and ran out and locked him in because Nina also gave her the key. So she had the key to lock him in. So
Oh,
yeah, but it is kind of crazy when you think about it. Like, if she was able to do all that, I guess every time that Nina would try to like escape, he would always find it. So I guess but she knew that he wouldn't suspect that she would be trying to like get Nina or get Millie to do all that stuff. Like,
yeah. She was just
she,
kind of one step ahead and she did such a
yeah,
good job orchestrating the whole thing and
yeah,
making it seem real. So did
hmm
he just legitimately think like, oh, she's finally snapping, my wife, like she's being
yeah,
crazy?
it
Whereas
must have
before she really
been.
behaved and tried
Yes.
to play his game and everything, but she had this like plan with this
Uh-huh.
long-term plan with Millie. Because they had like nannies before, right? Didn't they have housekeepers before or something? Or was she just
I think
wanting one
she
because
was
she
the
was
one.
overwhelmed?
Yeah, she pretended like she had migraines
Oh, and she's
and
like, I
that she
need
couldn't
extra.
do
Oh,
it.
because Andrew didn't like the idea of someone coming in to help.
That's what it was.
So she was
Yeah.
like, I just really need help. I'm overwhelmed and everything.
Yeah.
So, because I think she hired him without his not knowing, without him
Yeah.
knowing about it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, that was crazy. And she just
Yeah.
set them up to have an affair.
hmm And she made it seem like, oh, and Nina also would do things to make her seem really like uh grotesque, basically, to Andrew, like get him to not be attracted to her. She started, messing up her makeup or, letting her the roots start to grow in because that was the first thing. Do you remember that with Nina? It was because her
Yes.
roots were showing, and that's when he locked her in.
Oh.
And it's
But the
and
reason he didn't lock her in the second time when she was doing it on purpose was because Millie was
yes,
there and
because she purposely hired someone that was beautiful and also like was like strong enough to retaliate.
yeah, so
So
he
and
was
had
kind of
nothing to lose.
distracted by her. But also, do you think it kept him from doing his same pattern of behavior because Millie was
I
there
think so because she couldn't
for a
be locked in
little bit
there.
anyways, and then he just became attracted to her.
Yeah. because Nina, or I keep saying Nina, Millie like is sleeping in the attic. So like she can't,
Oh, I forgot about that. Oh
yeah,
my
that's
gosh.
her bedroom is the attic. So
So he couldn't throw his wife in there.
yeah,
That's that's surprising. I mean, I know this is fiction and everything, but that's surprising that he didn't catch on to that. Like, oh, you hired
right.
her so that I wouldn't put you in there. Like, I'm on
Yeah.
to you.
Hmm.
Because was there like an appropriate guest room in the house besides the attic? I'm trying to remember if Nina had a good excuse for putting Millie in the attic.
She said that because he said that he was like,
Why is
uh,
she in the attic?
yeah, why should in the attic? He's like, we have a guest room. And she was like, what are we gonna do like when your parents visit? Because what are they gonna sleep on the couch?
And
Like,
he wants to please his parents. So,
yeah.
okay.
So it
I
was
think
very
there had to be
smart.
something to make it more believable
Yeah.
and
Ooh,
everything.
can we talk about Enzo, the gardener that like
Yes, he was
was
so
everything?
creepy.
So creepy. Oh my goodness. And I was so surprised that he was a good guy. Like the whole time he was a good guy.
I know. The author did a really good job making it seem like he was a weirdo.
Uh-huh. Like he was like actually, and I found it fascinating that he like had was kicked out of Italy basically because he beat up the guy or like his sister's husband.
Abusive husband.
Yes. So he knew that I get it's almost sounded like he was in the mafia or something. He's like, if I go back, I'll die. Like I'm gonna be dead. Um, so that was interesting. So both Millie and Enzo have this like they both have this vendetta against people who are abusing like weak people.
Mm,
So
that's true.
yeah.
Did Nina have a relationship with Enzo? As in, like, did they talk to each other about him trying to save Nina? Or what was the dynamic between Nina and Enzo? I don't remember.
Yeah.
Or did she really
So
think he didn't speak any English? Or was that just a
yeah, she thought that he didn't speak English until I think what happened one time was that he saw her in the window in the attic and he came up and he knew that Andrew was gone. So he pounded on the door and he's like, "What why are you in there? I'm gonna
are you
pound
okay?
yeah, are you okay?" And she's like, "What? You speak English?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do." And she's like, "You can't let me out. Like he's gonna hurt Cece. He's gonna take her away from me." Like that was the leverage that Andrew had was like he could take Cece away.
Mm.
So yeah, so eventually she figured out that he knew English, and then she he was kind of in on having Millie replace her, but Nina really thought that like the abuse wouldn't start until way later because with her she dated him for a while and then it wasn't until 3 months after marriage that he like first locked her in the attic. So he thought it wouldn't be that bad, but
Oh.
it was Enzo who like put a mark on the tire and was like, I haven't seen her leave the house in like a couple days. So he noticed that Millie had not left the house. So that's when they went in and say and well, they went in to try to help her. Millie did because that's what it was. Sorry, Nina went in. I keep
Got it.
mixing those up.
No, I
But
know.
like
I know.
yeah.
We should be like housemaid Nina.
Housemaid. Yeah, Nina. So Nina left Cece with Enzo and then went into the house because she still had a key. And that's when they found the dead body. Because
And was Millie gone?
no, Millie was there, but
What was Millie doing? I
she
can't
was
remember.
torturing Andrew. I mean,
But he was already gone. So was she just outside the door? Was she downstairs?
I'm trying to remember. I feel like she was upstairs.
Was she just chilling in his bed? That's so
Yeah, like
crazy.
I know, I can't remember where she was, but I know she was in the house. And his teeth were pulled out, like a couple of
Oh my
them. And she had
gosh.
him put the books on his groin. So
So disgusting.
it really, the more
I
as I
couldn't.
talk about it, I'm like, why?
It was so disturbing. Like,
But you
it
couldn't
was
look
the
away.
craziest.
You could look, it's like a car wreck. Like you just can't,
Yeah.
you know.
So, okay, I love how I'm kind of reliving this through you since it's been so long, but how did it end?
So
Because I know the general ending, like she gets another job, and that's how they have the consecutive books, is
yes.
that the neighbor who is being abused or being wrongfully treated by her
Yeah.
husband, like she hires the housemaid,
Yeah.
Millie, to go work with her. But what did they do with the body? Like, how did they
So
wrap that up?
they
I
they
forget.
call the cops because originally she was going to let Millie take the fall, and then Nina was like, "Okay, I can't do that to her. Like it's not her fault." So she sends Millie away, and then she calls and says that she calls the cops and says, "I thought my husband was gone because the attic is soundproofed," which it was actually. I think he soundproofed the attic.
Ew.
So she was like, I thought he was gone and we had fallen out. Like he had kicked me out of the house and I thought he was gone. So I just came back. I don't know if she said I came back to get my stuff or what, but so then they go and they look at the dead body, and then one of the police officers like whispers to her basically while they're up, the other guys are upstairs, and he's like, um, my daughter was engaged to Andrew because remember he had a fiance before, and
Oh.
yeah, his daughter was engaged to him and she broke it off, but he said like she like has never talked about it, but she's moved away, she's changed her name, and she's not refuses to date anyone. So he knew something happened so that was so extreme that she like, I mean, she changed her name like so that Andrew couldn't follow her. So he basically he had a buddy that was the coroner, and they basically fudged the records to be like, oh no, he just died of like natural causes, basically.
So
Or
they helped her. They did her a solid.
yes, yes, they did.
Okay, I'm
So,
remembering this because I was
yeah,
like, I forgot about that detail and I was thinking, how the heck
yeah. How
did
did it
they
wrap
get out
up?
of that mess? How
Yes.
do they tie that up?
And did
Okay.
you remember that she and Enzo actually did sleep together once?
Her and Nina, I mean, Nina and Enzo,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
they did?
Yeah. Just one time. He had apparently was attracted to her. She didn't
Okay, I
realize
forgot
it.
about that.
Yeah. But it was just a one-time thing because she actually offered to him, like, why don't you leave with me? Because she and Cece moved away. But he was like, no, I feel like you need to start your new life. And she was like, okay. And then at the end, Millie is the one that's with Enzo because Enzo text messages her. It was like, oh, good luck on your job interview. I'll see you tonight for dinner. So like Enzo's with Millie at the end. Yeah.
I forgot they
Yeah.
were kind of dating at the end
Well, yeah,
or
that's the
seeing each
only
other.
thing. They
It's
like
like,
it was just that text message. There was nothing else that you saw. Like, and
oh,
remember, I don't remember know if you remember this, that Millie tried to come on to him, like, and he
oh,
rejected
that was so uncomfortable.
her.
Isn't
Secondhand
that such an
embarrassment.
awkward part of the book?
Yes. I'm like, oh, ouch. And yeah, there was some talk about like about just references to sex, like how Millie was like just missing it basically because she'd been in
So she's
prison.
like, oh, he's good looking. He wants to
Uh-huh.
come inside. He seems like he has something to say to me, which he was not flirting with her at all.
No, but she's like,
But she
hey.
was like, oh, you're really hot.
Yeah.
She did not read the room
No,
correctly
no,
for
not at
that.
all.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. But I did think it was interesting that like there was a scene where she's trying to come on to him and he like panicked, he's panicked and looks at the stairs and then runs out. So was he panicked because of Andrew or because he liked Nina? What do you think?
I think Andrew,
Okay.
but that's a good question.
Yeah, because Andrew didn't like him. But like Nina was like, well, everyone uses him, he's the best. So yeah. But that was
Yeah.
like one of the first things that Andrew did was fire Enzo when he kicked Nina out of the house, kicked her out of the house. But it was like a
Yeah,
relief.
I remember Andrew hating Enzo
Yeah.
and
But
Enzo keeping up with that ruse that he doesn't know any English and
yeah.
everything, part of his strategy.
So how did you feel about Andrew? Like, did you think he was like like could you see the attraction, in the first half of the book, or were you
Yeah,
thinking
I think
like,
so.
yeah.
Could you?
Yeah, I was like, oh, like he's younger. He's
Yeah, she definitely had us fooled with that one.
yes.
I'm like, oh, and you feel bad for Andrew
Hmm.
and his marriage. And it's like so backwards. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's completely backwards. It's insane.
Yes.
Okay, I have to go pick up my little boy from school. I'm
Yes.
so
Of
sad.
course. Yeah,
But
no
this
worries.
book was, yeah, an unhinged train wreck,
Unhinged. Yes.
100%. It was,
Yep. Good for fall.
I'm
Never
glad
leave.
it was entertaining. I'm
Yes,
glad you just gobbled up that read.
I did. I think I didn't want to stretch it out too because it was like it was so dark. I just wanted to kind of almost get it over with. I
Rip
think
off the
that's what I
Band-Aid.
do. Exactly. But
Mhm.
like enjoy the pain too in a weird way.
And those, it sounds like those are that describes her books in a nutshell.
Yeah. I'm glad I did one, and now I can tell people, yeah, not my cup of tea. So yeah, but
Yep.
very entertaining. All
Yeah,
right.
I'm
Well,
curious to see what the film's going to be rated.
I know. Yeah, because I couldn't easily find it, but all right, that's all for today. Make sure to comment on Instagram at Two Babies in a Book to let us know what you thought about this book, The Housemaid.
Make sure to tell others about the podcast. Leave us a review on your favorite podcast app because that's how people find us podcasters. Now, remember, in the words of Holbrook Jackson, never put off till tomorrow the book you can read today.
Thanks, y'all. Now go stick your nose in a book.